Hi Brent, thanks for the footage. Rather than do a full critique on this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about a few key areas that I want you to prioritise in the coming weeks. And then I'm over to the studio to do some lessons, and upon completion I will do a very short video demonstrating some drills that I'd like you to look at as they relate to some key alignments on this footage and the shot pattern that you're getting. So first thing I see, I'm quite happy with what you're doing 1 to 4. And that position's improved a ton over the last few months. Same from face on. Much better position at P4. Really happy with your setup. Just a little bit of axis tilt, a little bit of angle in the shoulder. Nothing excessive. Down the line, knees change, flex, inclination to the ground's maintained, etc, etc. As we transition, we're not lagging the club as much, which is what we talked about in our recent sort of FaceTime session. The lead shoulder works a little bit too high. Could do with staying a little bit more level from 4 to 5. The drive towards the target is a little bit excessive. And this can be seen down the line when we get you to P6. So from P4 to P6, we have ways of lowering the butt of the club. The way you're lowering the butt of the club there is by driving the lower body whilst maintaining the arms condition. So accumulator 4 isn't firing soon enough. The wrist angles are coming out a little bit too soon because of that after P5. And we can see there that the trail knee drives a little bit too far forward. The trail foot rises a little bit too quickly. And both the head and the butt come away from the wall. So what we need to do is we need to learn to transition 4 to 5 in a little bit more appropriate manner, one that discourages those hips from tucking under too fast, that head from pulling away too soon. So 4 to 5.5 and maybe even 6 is a critical concern for you at the moment in regards to the way the lead shoulder works. So you can see there it's a little bit higher at 6 than it was at 1. Ideally we'd want the shoulder returning to its P1 position by P6, and we'd also want the butt of the club a little bit more advanced at this point, with instead of the right arm sort of driving this way as we've discussed before, driving a little bit more this way. In order to do that, accumulator 4, the left arm, has got to start moving away from the trail shoulder a little bit more lively, if you will. But also that lead shoulders movement in transition plays a huge role in that as well. So a couple of drills that are going to help you with your transition face on P4 to P5 in regards to the lead shoulder and the amount of axis tilt and the amount of accumulator unloading that we get. And then from down the line, the main concern is to keep the head and the butt against the wall throughout the goal swing. Anybody who tucks under as fast as that is going to struggle with the approach into the ball being a little bit too much from the inside, a little bit underplaying. And then from there, it depends what we do. If we roll it at the last minute, we can get away with it. In this instance, which is why I asked you on the text, there's a tendency to look like you're going to heel strike it, which is why I would imagine you get the odd right curver. But generally speaking, you're just going to see a straight